All right, sixth grade, let's take a look at a couple examples for your next assignment. Okay, and if you want to write this down and hit pause while we go through it, or if you just want to follow along and see the steps to make sure you're taking the steps in the right direction. And as always, I've got the solutions attached with your question. We just want to see the steps. All right, we want to see, can you work through the steps? All right, so let's get started. So first off, when I'm dividing a decimal by a decimal, I need to make the outside a whole number. So I'm going to move the decimal out of the way to the right one time because it'll take me to the end. So I now have 9 divided into 2.07. But whatever I do to the outside, I got to do to the inside also. So I'm going to move that decimal over there, one space. So I have two smiley faces. One on this side, one on this side. Only one on the outside, one on the inside. If it was 2 on the outside, then it'd be 2 on the inside. So I now have 20.7. Okay, now let's see what happens from here. 9 is too big for 2. 9 can go into 20 2 times. 2 times 9 is 18. Okay, 20 minus 18 is 2. I'll show the actual borrowing. Some of that you can just do in your head. We have to bring the 7 down. Okay, and I now have 27. And don't forget, we need to put our decimal directly above when we get to it. And if you want, you can pretend, if I can get a small eraser, no, you can pretend that that point is not there if you want. If you've already moved it to the top, you can ignore it then in the bottom. Okay, and then 9 times what is going to get me close to 27? Or does it equal 27? Well, we know that that is 3. And 3 times 9 is 27. All right, and it matches our answer, 2.3, also here with 2.3. All right, guys, so 15, 15 is already done for you. I've done 16. Okay, this is what we're looking for, this in the red, the work that they've shown, and then also what I've shown you on here as well. Okay, we want to see the steps. This is the money right here, this part right here. In your directions, pay close attention if it asks you to round. So far, it looks like from 15 through, it doesn't ask you to round it. So you're going to get your exact answers. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and cover another one. I'm going to go over, let's go over 17. All right, let's move our decimal over. So I now have 34 on the outside. And I'm going to divide it into 1.6728. All right, 1 is too small. 16 is too small for 34. All right, but 34 can go into 167. So let's get a calculator. And let's try 34 times 4. Okay, that's close. Times 5. 170 puts me over, so I'm going to use 4. 34 times 4. 136. Now we subtract. 7 minus 6 is 1. 6 minus 3 is 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. And our decimal is right here. So we're going to just simply, we're going to put it right on top, right above where it's at. Okay. Right there. Then we have to drop the 2 down. Let's change colors. 2's coming down. Now I've got 312. Well, I know 4 got me 136, so I almost have to double that. So let's try multiplying times 8. 34 times 8. Close. 34 times 9. Okay, it looks like 9. 306 is the closest I can get to 312. 306. All right, so we'll do our normal subtraction. We're going to borrow here, or regroup, as they call it nowadays. 12 minus 6 is 6. And then we're going to drop our 8 down. 8 comes down. Okay. Now, 34 into 68. So I'm going to be lower than 4 and a 9 because I've already know that 4 got me 136 and 9 got me 306. So let's try doing 34 times 2. And it goes actually evenly. So I've reached the end, and 34 times 2 does equal 68. And I've reached the end of my equation. So my final answer should be 0.0492. All right, let's take a look. Yep, 0.0492. All right, guys, good luck. And if you have any questions, please send me a message through Classroom, GoGuardian, email. All right, and we'll spend the next couple of days working on these. Tomorrow's going to be a half day, so we'll have some time to actually catch up if this is a little overwhelming for you. All right, have a good Tuesday.